Hello, everybody, and welcome to Verbling. Teacher Ryan here with another class for you for the next hour, and this time we will be doing a listening class. And the way that works is we'll watch a YouTube clip, and then I will test your comprehension by asking you questions about what you watched and heard. So this type of class is generally a lot of fun. We can have a discussion too about what we're listening to. We'll learn some new vocabulary as well about the different topics. Today's topic, of course, being dreams. Can science ever get to the point where they can record your dreams? And what about you personally? Can you take control of your dreams? These are the themes we're going to talk about, so it should be very interesting. In the chat box on the side, you'll see I've put a couple of links up. One of the links is to my Verbling teacher page. If you're not already following me on Verbling, you can go there and click the follow button. And then you'll see there's also a document there for today's class. That's going to give us the material that we need, the questions and the links. And here's one more. This is my Facebook page. So if you want to visit me on Facebook and get updates on my classes, you can do that. So let's just start saying hello to our students for today. The first one in the door was Rafael. How are you today?
Hi, Ryan. I'm fine.
Good.
It's Monday, but I'm fine.
Mondays are tough, aren't they?
Yes.
So do you have to work today, Rafael?
I'm at work now. I'm lucky because when I'm free at work, I can be here studying English. It's not a problem.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you work?
I work in a big university in Rio de Janeiro. It's a public one, and it's the most famous university of Brazil. And I work in the Human Resources Department with retirement.
Okay, excellent, very good. So you enjoy your job?
Yes. I prefer to teach, but I cannot teach anymore.
Okay. So it's nice that it gives you some flexibility, though, to take some classes. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nice to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you.
And let's say hello to Jade. Hello, Jade.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing quite well, thank you.
Excellent. Jade, where do you live?
I live in Sweden.
Very good. So what have you been doing today?
As usual, not too much. Basically, I'm a housewife.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Lots of important things to do around the home.
Not that much because I do not have children right now.
Okay, okay. Well, you know, as soon as I finish with this class, I'm going to be going and doing laundry. I've got a big mountain of clothes that I have to go and wash. So I understand what it's all about.
My husband doing laundry at our home, our family.
Okay, good. He's sharing the workload with you.
Yeah, we share it. We share it quite at home.
Very nice, Jade. Good. Well, great to have you here in the class. Welcome.
Thank you.
And also we've got Ismail. How you doing today?
I am doing well, thank you, Ryan. How are you?
I am also very well, thanks. Good. Ismail, what is new with you lately? Anything new happening?
Same old, Ryan. There is no important.
Okay. So
thing
not
for my
good,
life.
nothing good, nothing bad though.
Yeah, yes.
All right, I get you. I get you. Well, it's great to have you here in the class. Welcome.
Thanks, Ryan.
And Heidi, how are you today?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Yeah, great to have you back.
Mhm.
So Heidi, our topic today is a little bit scientific. So
Yeah.
maybe you're going to be able to help us out during our class a little bit.
No, I'm not that kind of department. I learned chemistry, so it's different.
Okay, you're a chemist.
Yes.
So do you work for like a chemical company, or where do you?
I only learn in the university.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
but my
very good.
husband is working in the company.
Okay. What is he working on?
Chemist, as a chemist.
He's also a chemist.
Yeah, research or something, developing
Oh.
some medicine.
So you both have a lot in common. You have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, not so much. We are classmates before.
You were, is that where you met in school?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So how many years have you been married?
Quite long. So we got married. Both we are 20 years old, still student.
Okay, very nice. Well, that's very interesting. I'm sure, though, you might be able to help us out with some of our vocabulary today. Maybe. We'll see. Great to have you, though, here, Heidi. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
And we have Eva. How are you doing today?
Hi Ryan, I'm doing well, and I'm glad to see you again because I didn't hear a long time. So,
Yeah,
and
I was away for a whole week.
yes, I had a lot of work, so I hadn't got enough time to learn. But it's very important also, so I must find time for it also.
Yeah, it's easy for our schedules to get full of other things, and then some of the things we want to do, like learn English, get pushed a bit to the side.
Yes.
For me, it's I like to play my guitar, but I haven't picked it up in probably about 3 weeks now. I haven't even touched it. So I gotta get playing again before I lose the calluses on my fingers.
Yes, but it's a very interesting class because I have never seen before a listening class on Verbling, just speaking and grammar and other things, but not listening.
Yes, this is, I mean, sometimes a listening class is just listening with no visuals. But
Yeah.
when I've been doing them with video clips, I find that it's a bit easier if you have something you can see in front of you, just to help you, because sometimes the vocabulary can be a little bit trickier.
Yes.
So today's theme class is dreams, dream recording, and something called lucid dreams. So let's just warm up really quickly, and I'm going to ask each of you to tell us briefly about a dream you have had. Okay, let's start with Raphael. Have you had a dream lately?
Okay, I think it is so interesting because I'm not a dreamer, if you know what I mean, because I dream but I don't remember my dreams. So I rarely remember my dreams, and I confess that I prefer not to dream because they're not good.
You have some nightmares.
Maybe not nightmares, but sometimes they are so weird and it makes no sense to me that I prefer not to dream.
Okay, I understand. So can you remember any particular one that you could share?
Okay, I remember that I spent the whole day walking and walking and walking, and it seems like I woke up tired.
Okay, you never
After
got
that.
anywhere.
No.
Okay,
Is
that's
it good? Is it
Sure.
good? No.
Perfect.
Not good.
Perfect. What about you, Jade? Have you ever had a dream that you could tell us?
I quite similar with Raphael because I had a dream, but I never remember very clearly. what I have been dreaming in my dreams.
Okay. Okay. So when you wake up, do you remember at the beginning and then it disappears, or when you wake up you just have no knowledge of what you dreamt?
I have no knowledge. It seems like a very weird dream, something. Very,
Okay.
it sometimes is not a nightmare, but sometimes feels scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bizarre.
but,
Bizarre stuff.
yeah, bizarre, quite bizarre.
Okay, so can you think of anything that you could share with the class?
Mm, sorry, I don't think I can provide something. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. No problem. How about you, Ismail?
Yes, Ryan. I don't dream too much, but I saw before 2 days weird dream. I saw an iron table who started to move like a robot, and I couldn't give any meaning, but I saw my wife during ironing. Maybe it's connected with this event. Actually, I was afraid because iron table was very different and very frightening in my dream.
So, okay, so there was like a big table in your dream and it started to move.
Move like a robot, like a monster.
Oh, wow. That would be scary.
Yes.
I like my tables to stay in the same place. Okay, very good, Ismail. Thank
And
you.
I told my wife, and my wife joked with me. Let's say him to make some iron work for me to the iron table.
Put your robot to work.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, that's cool. Thanks, Ismail. How about Heidi? Can you share something briefly that you have dreamt?
Recently, I don't dream, but actually the researcher says everybody dream every day. But I can't remember when I wake up. But when I was a child, I used to dream the same thing. I was coming back from the school. On the same place of the street, there was a man stand up, black suit and black hat and sunglasses. I was very scared, but I needed to pass by him. But then suddenly he moved. He followed. I ran fast. He ran. Then finally I fell down some place.
Oh, so he was chasing you, and you fell down.
Yes.
And did he catch you?
No. I'm in a very, very deep hole. While I was falling down the hole, I woke up.
Oh, wow. So that sounds like it would be a disturbing dream, but you had it multiple times.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Heidi, for sharing that. That leaves us with Eva. How about you?
I usually dream a lot since my childhood, so I have a big experience in this topic. And recently I dreamed with a real person, so my family and my friends or people who I just know in these days. And it was very interesting because yesterday I dreamed with my brother and my sister-in-law. And we had a travel together, and we speak in English, and we went to the interview of my sister-in-law in another city, which was an unknown for me. And it was very interesting because we didn't talk each other for a month, I think, yes, since I was in Hungary at home. And yesterday afternoon they called me, and it was a surprise because I don't think that they would like to speak with me, and they have at the last so yesterday and Saturday they have a trip, a 2-day trip to Vienna and West Hungary, but they live in East Hungary. So I dream about a travel and with them, and we were together, and then they called me, and we speak, and
Wow.
so it's very interesting, but it's not the first time.
So you, excuse me, you dreamt about your family, and then when you woke up, they called you.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow, that's pretty
With
neat.
my mother, it's almost happened a lot of time, and that was a very interesting thing when. So I have a grandmother, and she hasn't got a phone, so I just can meet her twice a year when I go back home, and I dream with her also, and then when we met. She said that she also dreamed with me at that period. So I think so. It's very interesting.
Yeah, that's really weird. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for all your comments. I'll give you mine real briefly. One time I was dreaming that a shark bit my leg off, and I was reaching down, and my leg wasn't there, and my hands were just passing through where my leg should be. And then I woke up and I was all scared, and my leg had fallen asleep in the bed. So it was all numb, you know, where it tingles like with pins and needles. So that was a weird dream for me. I never forgot it. Now, let's get to our main part of the class because we have quite a bit of material to go through today. So here's the screen I'll share with you. And you can open up the link in your own computer if you would like. Here it is again in the chat box. Let me know if you can't open it or if you have any problems. So today we're going to start with video number 1. And before we watch it, I just want to go over a little bit of vocabulary that you're going to hear in the video just to make sure you understand some of the words. First, we have electromagnetic radiation. You're going to hear that. And that's not really all that complicated. It's a type of radiation, and you'll see here it involves electromagnetic waves. So it includes a lot of different things. It includes radio waves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays. So all these different rays are a form of electromagnetic radiation. And that's about all you need to understand. Any questions about that? Okay. So the second word here is neurons. And all we really need to understand is that there are special cells inside the brain, neurons. The third one you're going to hear is oscillate or oscillation. And that's where something moves up and down, or as it says here, moves to and fro. So if something is oscillating, it's going up and down and up and down. Let's ask for your opinion on this next word, interface. Can anyone tell me what that word means?
For example, the screen on the computer or at the web page, the interface is what the users use when use a web shop, for example. So the buttons, the rows, so everything which help you to do something.
That's it. Yeah, like you said, a mouse could be your interface with your computer. It's what allows you to connect to it. Very
Yes.
good. Excellent. Anybody have a question about that word? Okay. The next one is an MRI. This is a short form for magnetic resonance imaging. It's a big machine. Can anyone tell us what it is used for, an MRI?
In the hospital. When I had broken bone, I went to the hospital. Then they took my picture. Not only X-ray, even MRI. The doctor
Okay.
sees the inside of the bone.
Okay, that's right. So it uses magnetic pulses to take a picture of the inside of your body, and it's a big tube that they put you in, and you slide in like you lie down, and you get pulled into the machine, and then it uses magnetic pulses to take your picture inside your body. Okay, what does it mean to predict something? Can anyone help us out with that?
What is going to happen in the future, or 10 minutes later, or days later?
Foretelling.
To foresee.
And you can tell it.
Good, you guys got it. And lastly, we have this one, to approximate, or to make an approximation. What does that mean?
Almost. Very close to something.
Okay, good. Can you think of a synonym we could use instead of approximate?
Next to.
Say that again.
Next to.
Next to. Okay, I see what you mean. It's
almost.
getting close to. Almost.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah. And how about this? If you want to approximate something, you want to guess what it would be. So I'm not sure. I'm going to say that my gas tank is approximately half full. So I'm guessing, based on a little bit of knowledge, what it is. Okay? Any questions about those words before we get to the video? All right. So here's the link. I'll put it in the chat box just in case you can't get it through the document. So what I want you to do is mute your microphone and open up this link in another window and start to watch the video, but I want you, this is important, to pause the video at 2 minutes and 10 seconds and then come back and we'll talk about the first part of the video, okay? So we'll meet you back here in just about 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, Raphael, you have to leave. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I hope you can join us. I have another class at this time on Wednesday. Maybe I'll see you there.
I'll be here. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. And looks like Heidi has popped out of the class too. Maybe she's going to come back. So, Jade, did you watch the video?
It is 4 minute video minutes, but I have just the first 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Okay, so you can pause it there. And how about you, Ismail? Are you back? Not yet. Jade, are you back in the class?
Yes, I paused at 2 minutes 10 seconds there.
Very good. Excellent. So let's just see about Ismail when he gets back here. While we wait for him, tell me, Eva, what did you think of what you've seen so far on the video?
Sorry?
What did you think of what you saw so far in this video?
Oh, it's very wild because I didn't know that the scientist can maybe record these dreams. Okay, they can a lot of information about MRI, but I didn't realize that is really pictures and informative things. For example, this T vowel. So not just as I know nowadays that they can just see and watch which part of brain work when we dreaming, but not the concrete thing. What about we dreaming?
Yeah, it's kind of spooky almost to think that they can do that. Let's just check on Ismail. Are you back with us, Ismail?
Yes, Ryan.
All right. Fantastic. So let me share my screen with you again, and we'll start to go through some of these questions and see what you were able to understand. Don't worry if you didn't get it all, because I know that in these science videos, they go pretty fast. But let's see. Here's our first question. Maybe I can ask this of Jade. How many years of our life do we spend dreaming?
6 years. Very amazing. First time I know. 6 years.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you thought that you didn't dream very much.
No.
So we're all learning new things about what happens when we're sleeping. Now, let me ask you, Ismail, about this second question. What are brain waves?
Brain waves are like radio waves, but they oscillate in different frequency or something like this.
Frequency, yeah.
Yes.
So they're slower. They move more slowly, I guess. Oscillate more slowly.
Yes.
Very good. Now, Eva, how did the scientists use the brain waves?
The scientists connect the brain, so the human head, with electricity devices, and then they can see these brain waves on this device, and they can separate the brain parts, and they can see what parts work what parts of the brain work and what is not.
Okay, excellent. So it enables them to monitor the areas of your brain that light up or start to work depending on what you see.
Yes.
Very good. Excellent. All right, this next question's for you, Jade. What did scientists show people while they were in an MRI machine?
I watched they show brain waves how to they write down something.
Okay. Yeah.
Some interface with some interface brain with this MRI machine, and they write down this human brain's waves or frequency or something.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Yeah.
And while they were in the machine, they would show the patient a card. What was on the card?
Oh, there's a card.
Like they would show them a paper or a card, and it had something on it.
Oh, sure.
No problem. Let's see. Maybe Ismael can help us. Did you notice what did they show the patients?
Sorry, Ryan, could you ask again? I couldn't catch it.
No problem. When the patient was inside the MRI machine, the scientists would show something to them so that they could measure their brain. What did the scientists show the patients?
They show the patient his brain activity or his dreams.
Okay. Here, let me show you a picture here, and this will give us a clue.
We sometimes forget our dreams. We dreams, but after we wake up, we forget our dreams. With
Yes.
MRI machine, scientists try to record our dreams.
That's exactly correct. Thank you, Ismael. And if you look at this picture of the video, Eva, what do you see? What is this here? This part.
This is the vowel, a T, and it's a picture, an image in our brain.
Okay. So the scientists had a picture of the letter T, for example, a card with the letter T. They showed it to the patient who was inside this machine, the MRI machine, and then they would measure which part of their brain became active when they saw the letter T. So then they would record the brain activity. And they kept on doing that. And so later on, after they'd done various tests, they showed the patient this word, neuron.
And it will be an image. So,
Right.
yes, so we use our visual memory. So not we don't remember for every letter. We have just a picture in my mind, and when we wake up, we just remember for this picture.
Okay. So then the scientists, they showed the patient the word neuron, and then they measured their brain activity, and these are the images that they came up with. So, Jade, what do you think about these images that they were able to pull directly from someone's brain? Do you think it's pretty close?
No, they're totally different.
Does it look like the word neuron, though?
Yeah, from neuron. And these are completely different images.
And yet, you can still read the word, right?
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
But this is software.
Yes, the software didn't read the word neuron, it read the brain image, and it came up with this word.
Yes. Read software.
So what do you think? Are they getting closer to being able to read our dreams?
I don't think so.
You don't?
Wow.
You think they got a ways to go yet?
Yeah, just maybe just can predict a little bit, but not very close.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Ismail? What do you think?
I think they are very successful about reading our brain activity. I can read exactly the neuron after MRI software. The same writing I can read. It is very interesting, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty impressive that they could do that as well. But there's more to this. So what we want to do now is go back and watch the video from 2 minutes and 10 seconds through to the end.
Ryan, I couldn't understand how the scientists show the writing neuron to the patient. How?
I think they either put it up on a screen for the patient to look at while they were in the machine, or maybe they showed them on a paper.
While they are dreaming?
No, they're awake for this part.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is
Yes,
just the scientists learning how to read the mind.
okay.
But the next part will be involving people as they are asleep as well.
Yes,
So,
when they are successful during the patient awake, when they can read their thinking or brain activity, then they learn during dreaming too.
that's right. That's where they want to take it to the next step. So, let's go back and finish watching the video, and then we'll meet back here in the classroom, and I'll have some more questions for you, okay? So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. So you can let me know if you finish the movie and you come back into the classroom.
Okay, I'm finished.
Good. Ismail's done. And what about you, Jade? Are you back? Hello, Jade. Are you back with us?
Oh, hello.
You're back? Okay, good. So now it's really starting to get a little bit weird. This this stuff. So Eva, what did a further study do with sleeping patients?
When patients sleeping, they have to sleep in an MRI machine, and they watched their brain while they sleeping, and then when they wake up, they have to answer a lot of questions about their dreams. What about daydreaming? And the scientist shows to them pictures, and so that happened.
Right. That's very good. Excellent explanation. So to give you an example, Ismail, they might wake you up, and during your dream about the iron table, they would wake you up and say, okay, let's find a picture of this iron table, and you would have to look at a bunch of pictures to find the closest one. And then they would match that picture with your brain activity while you were dreaming. And they did this like 200 times for every patient. So what were the results? Did they have success, Ismail?
What were the results? I couldn't understand this section, Ryan.
It was a bit tougher, wasn't it? But
they search on the internet and find some picture to.
Yeah, they would wake up the patient
Wake
when
up
he
the-
was dreaming.
Yes.
He would tell them what he was dreaming, and then they would find a picture on the internet that, as closely as possible, represented what he saw in the dream. So, like I used an example of you, if you were in the study, they would wake you up and they would say, "What did you dream, Ismail?" And you would say, "I dreamt about an iron table." So then you would go on the internet and find a picture that matched your dream as close as you can find. You understand?
Yes.
So then they would match your brain waves with that picture that you found on the internet. And they kept doing this over and over and over again. So later, though, they decided to use movie footage. They would show a person 2 hours of movie footage, and then they used the software to measure what the person saw. So, Jade, what did you notice about the results of that test?
The result, as I see, is very shocking. Because very shocking. More get close to people what had dreamed.
Yes. Here's an example.
Yeah.
What do you think of this example here? Does it look like they're getting close?
No.
Can you tell, though, what's in this picture? What does this look like here?
Right, this one is like an invisible face man.
Right. So it's not super clear, but you can tell that it's a man, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, Eva?
I think so. It's very close because, okay, they can't every little pixel shows on this video, but when you just thinking about this video, it's not just a picture. So you can see a lot of picture image after each other, and then it will be a video, and you can see a film which what happens in her or his mind, brain. And so I think so it's very new and very big thing, because in some years maybe they can measure everything in your brain with visual images.
Okay, very good. And what about you, Ismail? What is your impression? Hello, Ismail?
Hello, Ryan. Yes, the results are very interesting for me, because the picture are very similar, actually.
So do you think that as they keep working on this, eventually you'll be able to wear something as you sleep and then go back the next day and watch your dreams? Do you think that will become a reality?
Yes, it seems to me it is going to be a reality in the near future, maybe.
So I have a question for you, Jade. Would you want to watch and record your own dreams or someone else's?
Absolutely no. Even someone else, I don't want to know, because dreams is dreams. No, I don't want to know.
So you feel like they need to stay private?
Yeah, that's my privacy. And I do not to read someone else's dream. That's someone else's privacy.
Yeah. What about you, Eva?
I would like to record my dreams, and for more decades just see what happens with these dreams, so what meanings these dreams. I think so it's very interesting and a good opportunity to find out what happened in our brain every night. And another thing, maybe I said that I think this will be the technology, and we can read in the future everything in our mind, but maybe not, because when we thinking, we have more hundred and more thousand thoughts, so ideas in our brain every second. But when we dreaming, it's an event which happens in a real time. So maybe when we're dreaming about, we just sit at the desk for 1 minute, it's or in our dream, it's in the real life also 1 minute. So we can create videos or dreams, but not our thinkings, so thoughts, ideas.
Okay. So there's a lot more to this than just filming a dream. There's a lot of other thoughts going on in your brain, is what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Okay, our time is flying by today. I can't believe how fast it's going. But let's at least try to do part of our second video. Before we start, I just want to review a little bit of vocabulary. We're going to talk about lucid dreams. Does anyone know what that word means, lucid?
Clear?
Yes?
Yes.
Very good. So if you are lucid, it means you are aware of what is going on, and you are able to understand what is going on.
It's not me.
Okay. Then we have this word strategy. What is a strategy?
Tactic, or something.
Tactic, yes. Okay, good. A method, you might say.
Way.
A plan, maybe.
Good, a plan. Excellent. All perfect examples of strategy. Then we have this word is a weird one, mnemonic. And I gave you the explanation here. It is something intended to assist the memory. So it is a picture or a saying, something that helps you remember is a mnemonic device. And finally, what does it mean to induce something?
Influence someone or persuade. Persuade.
Okay, it can involve influence, that's right.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Persuade. What's the pronunciation? Is persuade.
To pursue something?
Yes.
Okay. And we might use it when we are going to cause something to happen. For example, sometimes a pregnant woman, the doctor will induce labor. He will cause her to go into labor.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go to the video. Here's the link. And watch the first minute and 5 seconds. So pause your video when it hits 1 minute and 5 seconds. And then I'll meet you back here.
Snart är det val. Blir det alliansen igen?
Don't forget to mute your microphones. Okay, great. Okay, so let me know if you're back in the classroom.
I'm done.
I'm done.
All right. And Ismael, are you back?
Yes, Ryan.
Fantastic. So let me share my screen again with you and we'll see what you understood. Okay. So my first question is, how often does the average person dream? Did you notice the answer, Ismael?
Yes, Ryan. The average person dream 3 to 7 times at a night.
Excellent. Did you know you dreamt that often?
No, I usually don't remember any dream if I wake up.
So, since we're dreaming so often, though, apparently it's possible to take control of your dreams. So, what is the first strategy or method to promote lucid dreaming? What did you notice, Jade?
Write a dreaming journal.
Yeah. So, what was the importance of that? Why would you do that?
You mean maybe can help you to remember what you have dreamed.
Exactly. Even if you didn't dream anything, yeah, go ahead and write that down. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay. Then the next strategy was to perform reality checks. So Ava, what did it mean to perform reality checks?
I didn't understand very well, but I think so. It's about time. So it's the same time period. So when I have a dream, and I sleep 1 hour or 2 hour, this dream happened in this time.
Okay.
I remember just this because I
No
really
problem.
didn't understand this part.
This one was a little bit tricky. Did anyone else understand this part about reality checks? Let me explain the idea. First of all, it said when you're awake during the day, you need to keep performing these reality checks. For example, when you're awake, look at the clock and see the time, then look away, and then look back at the clock. And it's going to have the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're awake. But when you're dreaming, if there was a clock in your dream and you looked at it, and then you looked away, and then you looked back at the clock while you're dreaming, what would happen to the time?
Okay.
Would it be the same, or would it possibly change?
It's the same.
Only
No.
when you're awake it's the same, but when you're dreaming, your mind doesn't keep the same ideas all the time, so the clock might change. Or it said to count your fingers. So if you count your fingers right now, Eva, how many fingers do you have?
5.
But
On
if you
one
were
hand.
on one, yeah. But if you're dreaming and you counted your fingers, maybe you wouldn't have 5 anymore. You might have 6 or 7 or 3 or 2. In the dream, it would be different. So the idea is, if you perform these reality checks during the day while you're awake, and you do it all the time, then you're likely to do those same reality checks in your dream.
Oh.
But when you do it in your dream, you'll notice, hey, something's wrong here.
Okay.
So that might clue your brain in to know that you're dreaming. And once you know you're dreaming, then you can take the next step and start to take control of your dream. Do you understand now what it's talking about?
Yes. So I will be remember for my dreams because I realized that it happened with me, but not I am not wake up. So and it was not 5 finger, maybe more. So I have a dream.
Exactly. So that's kind of the idea. And you can do different things when you're awake, and then you can test yourself when you're asleep. That's what some people have been able to do.
It's a good challenge.
So unfortunately, our time is up for today, but you guys can go ahead and watch the rest of the video after class is over and learn a little bit more about lucid dreaming. Let me just finish off by asking you a question. If you could take control of your dream, what would you do in your dream? Jade, what would you like to do if you could control your dreams?
I'm so sorry. I feel like this sense is nonsense for me. Nonsense. I rather donate money to the researchers, some medical care to some cancers or something. For this sense, for me, nonsense.
This doesn't have any real world value to you.
Yeah, I rather donate money to this cancer disease or something.
Okay. I understand. And I don't think I would do this either myself. This doesn't sound like something I would want to do.
I feel this like waste taxpayers' money if this money, this research money, get from.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
But let me ask you then, Ismail, if you could control your dream, what would you want to dream about? Ismail, are you there?
Yes, Ryan, I am here.
If you could control your dream, what would you want to dream about?
I don't know actually. Maybe I I try to improve my English in my dream.
All right. So what you're saying is you would like to dream about being in my class.
Yes.
All right. All right, very good.
It would be great when I sleep and studying English during my sleep.
Maybe I dream I'm a mermaid.
There you go. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Okay, what about Eva?
Oh yes, I would be also on your class. Imagine. and maybe just relax at the beach. Of course.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Well, everybody, that was great. I hope you enjoyed today's class. I know that some of it was difficult, but it's really good practice for you to concentrate and try to put things together when we're in conversations in the real world in English. Sometimes we have to put it together based on some of the context and catching little bits and pieces. So this is a good practice for you. So I hope to see you on Wednesday at the same time. I have another class, and Wednesday's class is going to be about a woman who survived and beat an attack from a leopard.
Leopard.
And yeah, it's an incredible story. So come and see me on Wednesday for my class if you're available.
Okay,
So I
thank
hope you guys have a great Monday. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Ryan.
Bye-bye, Ismail.
Bye bye.
Bye.